Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gananaam Tva Ganapatigam Havamahi Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashrinvannotiphisida Sadhanam. Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Gurureva Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Lokashankaram. Samasta Jana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Vasudevendra Yogindram Natva Jnana Pradam Gurum Mumukshunam Hitarthaya Tattva Vidhiyate. Tattva Vidhiyate. We had entered into the second chapter, which is called Tattva Prakaran. In Tattva Prakaran, the first question posed was, what is Tattva Tattva Kaha? And the answer given there was Atma Satyam. Atma is Satya. What is Satya? Atma is Satya, and other than that, everything is Mithya. Tadanyat Mithyeti. Sarva Mithyeti. So, we described what is Satya and what is Mithya and how it is different from Nitya and Anitya. So, when we do Nitya and Anitya Vivek, in that time, it is for increasing our dispassion, Vairagya, but it does not give necessarily the knowledge. If we want to have knowledge, we have to do Satya and Mithya Vivek. So here that is why the second chapter starts with this question and with the Atma Satyam, and other than that Atma, everything is Mithya. It will be explained. So then the question came, what is Atma? From every question, he is picking up some word and he's making a question out of it, and then the definition is being given. So what is Atma? Atma Kaha? So the answer was given first in negations, what it is not. So 3 prakriyas were given. Tell me, who will tell me the 3 prakriyas? 3 prakriyas given. What? How was it separated? What was separate in the definition only? You can find it out. First one was what it is not.
Three shariras, panchakosas, all
Yes.
these things.
Very good. Very. And avastha. 3 sharir, 5 kosh, and 3 avasthas.
Avastha.
Very nice. So, three shariras means how many? What are the names of three sharir?
Sharir, Sthula Sharir, or
Karan Sari.
Yes,
Karan
Sthula
Sari.
sharir, Karan sharir, Sukshma sharir. So this Atma is not of the nature of three sharir, Sthul sharir, Sukshma sharir, and Karan sharir. And five koshas, what are the names?
Annamay, Pranamay,
Annamay, Pranamay,
Vigyanmay, Monomoy, Vigyanmay, Anandamay.
Anandamay, Vijnanmay, Anandamay, yes. So in English, when we say it will be physical, then mental, emotional, intellectual, and then tendential. Physical, dynamic. Pranamaya means dynamic, emotional, intellectual, and last one is tendential. Karan, Anandamaya Kosh. So these are the five koshas. Avastha Traya Sakshi, and it is also not in three avasthas. What are the three avasthas?
Sushupti, Jagrata, Sushupti, or
Yes.
dream state.
Yes, Jagrat, Sushupti, and Swapnavastha. Jagrat Avastha, Swapnavastha, and Sushupti Avastha. So, waking state, dream state, and deep sleep. These are the three states. We feel that we are shunting one by one in these three states. But actually, we proved that we are not shunting, but it is appearing on our consciousness, on our eye. Because we are the witness. Here, the word given is Sakshi. What is Sakshi? Who is a Sakshi? Who's a Sakshi?
तीनों अवस्था में जो दृष्टा बन के देखते हैं, चेंज नहीं होते हैं.
But who is called Drashta? Who is a Sakshi? Yes, Sakshat Ikshate. Sakshat Ikshate means what, Shubhashish? Sakshat Ikshate. Sakshat means what, Sonia? Sakshat means what?
Mr. सामने सामने देख रहे हैं.
हाँ, without medium. Without medium. Whatever knowledge at present we are gaining it through medium. I am looking at you through so many mediums. I've given this example. So this is not Sakshat Ikshate, because I am looking at you through mediums. But you remember which example I had given? Tell me the example. What example I had given last time? You cannot forget things like that.
तटस्थ लक्षण और वो स्वरूप लक्षण.
No, that came later on. In this, how will you experience the Sakshat Ikshanam of yourself? You have that experience.
Dashamosi?
No, dear. That has already gone. That is bygone. Remember, I had told you in the morning when you get up, the first thing. Remember that you don't need anything. First thing that you remember, you are not aware of your body also at that time. Just got up from deep sleep. So you're not aware of your body, not aware of your mind. But still you know that I am. Still you know, you don't need your mind also, or you don't need to see your body also. Maybe your eyes are also shut. It is half open. It is dark. The room is still dark. But still you don't need outside light. You don't need eyes. You don't need your mind to know yourself that you are. Remember these small examples. That is called Sakshat Ikshanam. You know yourself without any medium. You have that experience within yourself. Otherwise, see, if we if we say that that Atma or that experience, it cannot be said. Like it is always said in the Shrutis that that Atma cannot be put into words. It is not seen. It is not heard. It cannot be touched. It cannot be smelled. And apart from all these things, if you can't experience it also, then there's a question mark whether that thing exists or not. So if we are saying that we cannot talk about it, we cannot hear it, we cannot touch it, we cannot smell it, we cannot see it, but yes, we can experience it. That is our experience. Then that matters. That yes, there is something called Atma. Because I am experiencing that. So whatever here we are learning, you should always go back and try to experience it within yourself. And how whatever was said, how does it apply to my experience? Whether it is right or not, right or wrong. And you'll find out that you experience all these things. We may not be very alert. Subconsciously, we may be experiencing that. It is in our subconscious mind, not direct experience. But when we start thinking about these points, then we conclude that yes, that thing is there, something called Atma is there. First, we have to have the Paroksha Gyan of anything. If I tell you there is a new brand of phone, Apple has brought out a new brand. Acha, Amma, what is this? I'm giving you Paroksha Gyan. That yes, there's a new brand coming up. It has already come in the market. Then when you have the Paroksha Gyan, you will try to experience it personally. You'll go to that shop and you'll ask for the latest version. You'll see that. That is called a Paroksha Gyan. You're directly seeing it. But initially what is happening at present at our level, we are trying to collect that Paroksha Gyan through medium. We feel, yes, Atma is there, something called Atma exists, which is Avasthatraya Sakshi, which is the Sakshi of all the three states, which is a Sakshi of this body, which is a Sakshi of mind, which is a Sakshi of Panchakoshas. It is there. This is called Paroksha Gyan. Then when we try to gain those experiences ourselves, that is called Aparoksha Gyan. So initially we try to grasp it through the intellect. The Vedas say you cannot grasp it through the intellect. The Vedas say you cannot see through your eyes. But initially, when we are learning, we are actually collecting the matter in our intellect. And then later on, when we experience it, we will find out that yes, we cannot name it. We cannot see it. It does not have any shape. And it is not somewhere else. It is not in space, in time, somewhere else. It is kept it is there in America and not in India. Maybe it is there in Abu Dhabi near Sonia and it is not with me. Not in Guwahati at all. No. Then I start experiencing it is right here with me now. So in this way, what is happening? Everything first and foremost step is that we are collecting that Paroksha Gyan. And then we experience it within ourselves. That is called the Sakshi, mediumless. So Avasthatraya Sakshi. Then the word came Satchidananda Swarupa San Yastishtati Sa Atma. So we have got three notions. What are those three notions? We feel that I am a mortal. I am a mortal. I will die. I was born. I was born in 50, 55. And I will be dying later on. Okay, so I have this notion. Second notion is that I am ignorant. I don't have I don't have all the I don't have all the knowledges. I know everything partially. I don't know anything fully. Even when I possess this body also, I don't know what is going on inside. I don't know about my hair, how many hairs are there on my head. I don't know about if there is a plastic chair or a wooden chair in front of me. I don't know from where it is made, which wood, which forest. I don't know anything. I'm ignorant about all everything. Maybe very little partial knowledge I have. So second notion, I am ignorant. And third notion is I don't have joy in me. Sometimes I experience that joy, but not continuously. I have to take joy from outside. So three notions. I am a mortal. Second is I am ignorant. And third one is I don't have bliss. I have sorrow. Little bit of joy maybe, but maximum sorrows. To negate these three notions, to cater to these three notions, three words have been given: Sat, Chit, and Anand. We'll see one by one. Sat. Sat means what? I am not in time. Sat, I am always there. Time is in me. Remember this statement. I am not in time, but the time is in me. So, what is that? I feel right now that I am in time. I have a form. I have a body. This body was born and this body will die. We categorize the whole world into two. What is that? I, myself, I, and not I. There are two things, two categories. I, my body. What does I consist of? Whatever is inside this body is I. This body, mind, thoughts, intellect, etc. All are mine. My knowledge, my knowingness, my ignorance, my joy, my sorrow, whatever is related to this body is I, and whatever is outside this body is not I. We have categorized it nicely. Now, question is whether this notion is right or wrong. This is a common thing. Stars, moon, the whole world, everything comes under not I. And this body is I. I've defined this body as I. Now, when we see unknowingness, I know something. Whatever I know, that is apart from I. I have defined my knowingness as, like I am looking at this watch. I am knowing this watch. So whatever I am knowing is not I. It is apart from I. Whatever I am seeing, that is not I. It is apart from I. Two categories. But see, I am also looking at this body. I am knowing this body. Now, if I am seeing this body, how can this body be I? We'll define what is I. At present, what is I? This body, and whatever is inside this body, my mind, intellect, notions, thoughts, knowingness, whatever is inside is I. This is the common man's thinking, common thinking that this body is I. And whatever I am knowing, that is not I. But when you want to negate this, I mean, whatever the Vedantic philosophy, Vedantic ideology, what does it say? It says when you are saying that whatever you are noticing, observing, perceiving, that is not I, then this body also falls under that category. You are looking at that body, you can see your body, you can objectify your body and see it. So how can it be I if you can see your body? And my body, I call it I, but you call my body as not I. See what a paradox. You say that my body is not I. For me, your body is not I. I hope you're understanding. So whatever is not I, that we feel that I am seeing it. So similarly, if we apply this definition, my body is not I for you, your body is not I for me. Shall we move ahead? Yes, you move ahead. Then, if we come to our mind, okay, this body is made up of what? Why do I call this body as mine? This body is made up of 5 elements. Next topic is that only. 5 elements. So, this body actually belongs to 5 elements. But I call this body, I possess. Why do I possess only this body? Because it is with me. I cannot possess the 5 elements fully. But I have full possession of these 5 elements in my body. And that is why I feel that this body is mine and I. But actually it is not, because I'm knowing it, I'm seeing it. It is the object of my perception. Similarly, if we come to our mind, what is mind made up of? Mind is made up of thoughts. Mind is made up of thoughts, and thoughts are changing. Thoughts are changing. Vyatirikta means separating. Vyatirikta means separating, to separate. It is not, it is apart from Sthul, Sukshma and Karan Sharir. So here, if we are talking about the mind, what is mind? Mind means it is a flow of thought. When I am having, and when I see you, see just now Subhashi message. Subhashi message, I was under a thought flow. Some object was there. What was I talking about? I was talking about mind. So that object was about mind. Suddenly there pops up one message. I had to leave that thought, that object of thought in the mind, and then I had to read this. So how does this mind work? It drops one thing and it picks up another object. Then I'm looking at your faces. I'm looking at you. I'm seeing Banani. Then I saw Meenakshi ji. Then I saw Sonia. Similarly, I saw Mitali. So when I am seeing Banani, at that time I cannot see Meenakshi ji. When I am looking at Meenakshi ji, I cannot look to see Sonia. When I am looking at Sonia, I cannot look at Seema ji. How is it happening? I have to drop Banani and then I can pick up Meenakshi ji. If already there's an object in my mind called Banani, then there cannot be another object called Meenakshi ji. So how does this work? It drops and it takes. It drops and it takes. Suppose there's one sentence. Lotus is red. I said this sentence, lotus is red. So first of all, you heard lotus. Then you dropped it. Then you heard is. Then you dropped it. Then you heard red. In this way, then you form the sentence, lotus is red. It comes very fast. But the mind works on like this. In this process, it will pick up one word, then it will take the impression, it will drop it. So it is changing, it is in a flux, it is changing continuously. It will pick up, it will drop, it will pick up, it will drop. How can we say that this mind that is continuously changing That is Sat, that is real. We have already negated the body because the body is, my body is object of knowledge for you, your body is object of knowledge for me. Similarly, here, when we talk about mind, the mind is continuously changing. How can it be Sat? Body has got shape. Mind has also got a shape. Whatever is in shape, that cannot be Sat. Because whatever has shape, that shape continuously changes or it will get destroyed. So that is why this body, or whatever you call inside the body, mind, intellect, whatever, it has got a shape and it cannot be Sat because it is changing. So Atma is different from all these things. Intellect also same way because it is also made up of thoughts. It is also changing. See, I'll give you one exercise. You'll close your eyes. When you close your eyes, I'll say horse. What image is coming in your mind? Yeah, horse's image. Try to think. Horse. Then I say a lotus. What image is coming? Lotus flower. Then I say a pen. The image of a pen came. Then I say a coffee mug. The image of coffee mug came. Then I said a book. The image of a book came. Now I tell you consciousness. Consciousness. There's no shape. There's no shape. Anything with shape, in that consciousness, all the shapes are coming and going. That consciousness does not have a shape. And this body also has a shape. All the shapes, where are they seen? They are seen in consciousness only. One shape is coming, other shape is going. You have to think a lot. This is a path where you need to conclude something that is factual. We think, but we have got notional errors. We think haphazardly. Our thinking is not right because our paroksha jnana is not right. We have not collected the information properly. And that is why when we conclude, that conclusion is not proper. And how do you prove our conclusion is not proper? Because it will lead to sorrow. If that conclusion leads you to joy, to freedom, to more happiness, then you can conclude that that conclusion is right. But when we feel limited, that means that somewhere our notion has to be corrected. A notion is not right. I'm waiting for something outside to happen to give me joy. The joy is not inside me. All these are wrong notions. Now, my next question to you is death. What about death? Death is in consciousness. Death, we feel that this body has got the Jivatma or Atma, and this body dies. This body dies. So, what happens? This body is dying. This body is in time. So, this body right now for me is Atma. So, consciousness is in time. I am born. This body is I myself, I, Ananya Chaitanya, who stays in Rukmini Gaon in Guwahati. This I, very big thing, I, that has been born, that came into time. So time, consciousness is in time for me right now. This is subtle topic. Be careful. I am in time. I means Atma. Atma is in time. Consciousness is in time. Time is not in me. Arey bhai, then I'll become God. Try to understand. Time is not in me. I am in time. Consciousness dies for me right now. The notion is I will die means consciousness dies. ऐसा ही है ना, हम ऐसे ही सोचते हैं ना, हम मर जाएंगे, आई विल डाई. तो हमारा जो कॉन्शियसनेस है वो मर जाएगा. दैट इज इन टाइम. नाउ द concept of time. Past, present and future. Three things. What is called past? When you experience past, it was present, isn't it? When you experience past, it was present. When you experience future, when now you are thinking about the future now, but when you will experience the future, it will be again present. So if we are saying that 3 time zones are there, past, present and future, actually past and future is nothing but present only, because we experience past also when it was present, and future also when we will be in present at that time. At present, I am thinking or worrying about my future. So actually, if you remove past and you remove future, what remains is present only. So this present time, moments are coming and going in the same consciousness. It is coming and it is going. Essence of time is without the present, past and future. It is in the present only. And ultimately, when we go off to sleep, there is no time. Again, when we get up, at that time, we start realizing what is the time. So time is a concept made by the mind. Time is seen in the consciousness. I am not in time. When I'm very, very happy, at that time flies off. Same time, I don't experience the time at all. But when there is a period of sorrow in my life, the time does not end at all. The time is same. But my experience about time changes. It varies from experience to experience. And that is why time cannot be Sat. It is just an appearance on that consciousness called I. It is the appearance on Atma. So I am not in time. Time is in me. I cannot die. It is not possible that I die. Okay, for now, I think this is enough, because otherwise we'll get very confused about this topic. So we have concluded that the body is not I. Then we concluded the mind is not I. Then we concluded that this body is not in time. Sorry, this body is in time. Atma is not in time. These 3 points we have concluded. We feel that I am in time. Till here, anybody has any question?
Hari Om Didi.
Hari Om.
Then the whole concept of time is wrong.
Time is wrong. Time is a concept. Concept means what is not factual. It is just a concept made. It is not right. It does not exist. Otherwise, if it was true, if it was Satya, every one of us would have experienced it the same way. Like the sun, we all experience it the same way. For you, what is sun? For me also, that is sun. But time, the experience of time varies. That shows that time is a concept matra. It is not existing in reality. It is changing. And where is your time when you are asleep? At that time, we don't experience time at all. So it is not there at all. When we are aware after getting up, then we are aware of the time. We are aware of the clock, watch. What's the time? If I'm in a hurry, to reach your place, and at that time only you'll get so many signals on the road, and you feel that the time is not passing. It has become so long. But when I'm with you in the car, I'm talking to you, chatting with you. I reached your place, you have come here to pick me up. I feel, arey, so fast I came to Zipachar. Time flew away. The distance was the same both times. But why is my experience different? This proves that it is not the Sat, but it is a concept. Concept only means that it is not right. It is just a concept. It's a notion. It's not true. Okay? It takes time to take all these things because we are so used to having all these things as real. And when our time outside, when the circumstances are tough outside, at that time, it is so difficult to pass the time. At that time, this knowledge helps us that yes, this time is not right. The body is not Sat. The mind is not Sat. Then why am I becoming so depressed, upset about things outside? It is all like a dream world. I don't need to be so identified to this situation. Understood? Anybody has any other question? Otherwise, we'll go ahead. So next point is chit. What is chit? Chit is the second notion that I have is I am ignorant. First one is I am Bodh. Second one is I am ignorant. I don't know many things. मुझे बहुत सारी चीजें पता नहीं है. थोड़ा सा ही मुझे ज्ञान है, पर बाकी का ज्ञान मुझे नहीं है. I am ignorant. But now the question is, you know that you are ignorant. कौन पूछ रहा है ये? कौन बोल रहा है कि मुझे पता नहीं है? Who says that I am ignorant? आपको इतना तो पता है कि आपको पता नहीं है. ये हमें पता है कि मुझे पता नहीं है. हमें पता नहीं है. I don't know, but I know that I don't know. That means you know. इसका मतलब है पता है. So what is the nature of I? I is ज्ञान स्वरूप. वो जो मेरा ज्ञान, my knowledge, my I know if knowledge is within me. अगर मुझे कुछ पता नहीं है, that also I know that I don't know. This is called chit. I want to know everything. Why is media so much popular? Why is newspaper so much popular? Why are books so much popular? Why is internet and Google so popular? Google Guru. Only because my nature, the nature of that Atma is knowledge. I want to know everything. Like one day I had told you that somebody is sitting here and I mute myself. You can see me. I'm talking to somebody here. I'm talking to somebody. I'm muted myself. There will be a thought in your mind. What is Amma talking about? हमको क्यों नहीं बता रही हैं? क्या बात कर रहे हैं दोनों मिलके? आएगा ही थॉट. क्यों? क्योंकि आपका स्वरूप ही है ज्ञान. अहम का स्वरूप ही है ज्ञान. So that is why that thought will come, that I also want to know. This is called chit, not chitta. Chit. Ta is halant, half. Satchit Ananda Sarupa San Yas Tishtati Satma, that we are trying to describe. Try to get the link. Always try to find out the link. So Satchit Ananda Sarupa San Yas Tishtati, that portion we are seeing. Sat we saw. What is Sat? Two portions we had divided, not I and I. But here everything, including my body, mind, intellect, everything comes under, even time, space, object, whatever you see outside, that will come under not I. Apart from that, whatever is, that is I. Aham, Atma. And next came Chit. Chit Swarup is I am not ignorant. I am ignorant, that is my notion. But I want to know everything. That means my nature is to know everything. I am of the swarup of knowledge. मेरा स्वरूप ही है ज्ञान का. इसलिए मुझे जानने की इच्छा है. तमेव भांतम अनुभाति सर्वम तस्य भाषा सर्वमिदं विभाति. वैदिक आरती जो हम लोग करते हैं. I am looking at. Anubhati means what? Bhati and Anubhati. There are two words in that. My eyes, I am looking at you all through my eyes. मैं अपनी आंख से आप लोगों को देख रही हूँ. मीडियम. आंख को पावर देने वाला कौन है? वो आत्मा. आंख के पीछे कौन है? वो आत्मा. इसको बोलते हैं अनुभूति. हम इंद्रियों से सब चीज देख रहे हैं. आई एम परसीविंग एवरीथिंग थ्रू माय sense organs of perception. But who is illuminating that sense organ of perception? That is called Atma. Tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam tasya bhasa sarvam idam vibhati. That Atma alone is illuminating everything in this world. And that Atma is not somewhere outside. I am that. I am that Atma. If somebody calls you foolish, if somebody calls you dumb, you'll feel so hurt. Why? Because you're Chit Swarup. ज्ञान स्वरूप. अरे मेरा ज्ञान स्वरूप, अम्मा ने आज ही बोला है ज्ञान स्वरूप है. अम्मा तुम मुझे बेवकूफ बुला रहे हो. ऐसा तो नहीं हो सकता. थर्ड नोशन वाज मेरे अंदर में खुशी नहीं है. आई एम नॉट आनंद स्वरूप. मेरी बहुत दुखी दुख है. आप अम्मा देखिए हमको बहुत, हमारे दुख पे ही दुख है, दुख पे ही दुख है. अरे बट देयर इज अ मोमेंट व्हेन यू वांट टू लीव एवरीथिंग. Even that dukha swarup, that thought of dukha, thought of that sorrow, you leave it. Why? Because you are Ananda Swarup. That is a momentary dukh that is passing on your consciousness. That is not real. For some time it has popped up. It is illuminating. By whom? By that Atma only that sorrow is being illuminated. After some time it won't be there. That Anand I experience from time to time. That Anand is my nature that I experience. हम खिलखिलाकर जोर से हंसते हैं कभी कभी, सब छोड़ के हम हंसते हैं जब हम ध्यान में बैठते हैं. हमारा बहुत सुंदर, आई एम मेडिटेटिंग एंड टुडे माय मेडिटेशन इज बेस्ट at its best, and I'm getting that joy. I can experience, I can taste that joy within. That experience is there. That is why that nature of Anand is my own nature. Anand Swarup. It is not in the object outside. Right now, what I feel, the objects outside is giving me Anand. That's not right. Because the same object will be a source of sorrow for me at some time. The same food that I like so much, I won't be liking at a point. The same shoe that I bought yesterday, I was waiting to purchase that shoes and I wore it and I got shoe bite. Will it give me Anand at that time? Then I am applying band-aid. Not to my feet, to the shoes. I used to do it when I was in college. I had a lot many shoes and sandals and everything, and I used to get shoe bite. So I never put the band-aid on my feet. I put it on the shoes where it was biting me. So objects outside cannot give. If it has got Anand, it should give me Anand at every moment. But it is not like that. Some situation we are waiting for. Oh, I'll get married. Oh, I'll be with that person. Oh. But after that, after some time, everything is as I was before. Nothing much has changed. Where has that Anand gone? That is not in that situation. That Anand is already in you. It has not left you. So what have we concluded? Happiness is not in the object. Happiness is my nature. It cannot be in body. It cannot be. See, body also gives us a lot of trouble. Our mind gives us a lot of trouble. Our intellect is problematic. So these things also cannot be of the nature of happiness. It is not. So these three things also belong to not I, meaning the sansar. ये शरीर, मन, बुद्धि सब कुछ संसार का है, आत्मा का नहीं है, और इसीलिए उसमें आनंद नहीं है. शरीर हमें बहुत परेशान करता है, मन हमें बहुत परेशान करता है, इंटेलेक्ट हमें बहुत परेशान करता है. आनंद स्वरूप नहीं हो सकता है. तो अगर आनंद, इसको, दिस इज कॉल्ड पारिशेषात न्याय. Remember this word. This is a new word today. Parisheshat Nyaya. What does it mean? Parisheshat Nyaya means law of remainder. This happiness does not belong to any object outside. Okay, take it. Then it does not belong to my body. Okay, take it. Then it does not belong to my mind. Okay, it does not. Take it. Then it does not belong to my thoughts. Why? It is changing. It gives me problem. So if it does not belong to all these three, what does it belong to? This is Parisheshatnya. Like, if there are 5 mangoes, अभी तो मैंगो का सीजन नहीं है ना, सपोज एप्पल रखा है, संतरा रखा हुआ है, हाँ, oranges are there in the kitchen, and I brought those 5 oranges and I kept it on my table here, and there are 5 people here in front of me. And I told them, all the 5 people, you please take one orange. It is prasad from the Lord, you take it. And I went into my room. I came outside and I saw that one orange was left. Then I saw there, nobody was there. I went outside to the office room. There I saw 2 people sitting. I asked them, have you taken your oranges? They said, yes, Amma, we have already taken. I asked them, where are the other 3? Said 2 have already left. Have they taken their oranges? Yes, they have taken. Who's left then? Somebody is there downstairs, he's working. Okay, then that orange must be his. This is called Parisheshatnya. हम लोग एक एक करके दे रहे हैं कि अच्छा उसने ले लिया है, उसका नहीं है, इसका नहीं है, इसका नहीं है, इसका बचा कौन, उसका है. Similarly, here also, if that happiness does not belong to the objects, does not belong to the circumstances, does not belong to the situations outside, does not belong to any person, does not belong to this body, does not belong to this mind, does not belong to the intellect, then whose is it? Through Parisheshatnya, it will belong to the Atma only. This is another way of proving. See, everything is logical here. Everything is logical, everything can be proved. There is nothing in Vedanta that cannot be proved. Yes, you have to experience it. Experience cannot be given. You have to experience on your own. So that is why here, anywhere you go, you cannot find happiness. It is within you. You have to take it out. I'll tell you a story about the shirt of the happy man. How many of you know shirt of the happy man? पता है किसी को? लखन जी को पता है. और किसको पता है? शर्ट ऑफ द हैप्पी मैन. अभामा को भी शायद पता है. सीमा जी आपको पता है? बोलिए नहीं. शुभा जी? No? Okay, I'll tell you the story. एक राजा थे. किसको पता है? योगेश जी को तो पता ही होगा सभी. आपसे इसलिए मैंने पूछा ही नहीं. तो क्या हुआ? एक बार एक राजा था. Raja, there was one king, and that king was not well. The king used to be very unwell. So many doctors were called, and all of them said actually there was no problem. So one Vaidya was very intelligent. One Vaidya, he came and he told that you try to get the shirt of a happy man and make him wear that shirt. If he wore that shirt, then he'll become happy. So the ministers and the other people around him said, oh, only this much? Yeah, we have a prosperous country, and there will be so many happy people who will just try to find out some happy person who will bring a shirt for him. This is nothing important for us. We'll do it today itself. So yes, you start searching. So they sent soldiers here and there throughout the country. People were sent to find a happy man first. Then his shirt will be taken. They all searched for the whole day, could not find. They were prosperous houses. They were big buildings. But inside, when they went, is there a happy? You have so many things. Are you happy? So no, I'm not happy. Continuously, the whole day they were searching, but they could not find a happy man in their country. Then they thought, we'll go to the countryside. They went to the villages also. Each village they went and they tried to find out, but nobody was happy. So what is this? We felt that everybody was happy here, but still nobody is happy. Then after a long time, they were searching. These people also lost all the hope. The soldiers also lost hope that we'll get any happy person. So they were also tired and they felt that we have to go with this bad news only to the king. They were sitting under a tree. It was very hot, so the shady tree made them relax a bit. So they were sitting there. Suddenly, they heard a man singing. He was singing nicely on his own. He was in solitude. He was singing nicely, cheerful mood. So they both looked at each other. Maybe we found a happy man. Again, all the hopes came in front of them. All they had enthusiasm. They rose and they went to that person. The person was sitting under another tree and he was singing on his own, forgetting everything carefully, nicely. They went and asked him, "Are you happy?" Said, "Don't I look happy? I'm very happy." Said, "Wow, we got a happy person in this village at last after such a search." So said, "Okay, you're happy, contented. Yes, we have come from the king, and our king is unwell. Will you please, we request you, will you please lend your shirt for the king? He will give you everything, whatever you want. Please lend your shirt." The happy man started to laugh more loudly. So, "Why are you laughing?" He said, "I don't have a shirt. I don't have a shirt." And they were aghast. So, "You don't have a shirt, still you're happy." So, there's no connection between a shirt and happiness. There's no connection between object and happiness. How can you connect these two things? Outside situation and my happiness, they are not connected. He was a Gyani. Okay, Shuma. So in this way, what is it? What does this story prove? That the situation outside, the objects outside, give us happiness temporarily, which we have reflected the happiness from our atma into that thing or situation that we are tasting. हम लोग हमारे अंदर के आनंद को ही वस्तु में, परिस्थिति में, व्यक्ति में डाल के उसका आनंद लेते हैं। वो आनंद कहाँ है? हमारे ही अंदर है। और अगर हमें बाहर आनंद दिखाई नहीं देता है, वो वैसा ही है, कभी आनंद था ही नहीं बाहर। अगर आपको आनंद प्राप्त करना है, you have to go inside. Outside possessions, outside material things do not certify that you'll be happy. The richest person should be very happy then. It's not like that. Look at our Swami Tapovanji Maharaj. Look at our Gurudev. Look at Swami Vivekanand ji. Look at all the monks that are Prajak. They are roaming from here to there. Look at the Anand they have. They don't have pockets even. Leave apart money. Leave apart bank accounts. Leave apart mutual funds and FDs and so much of property and cars and houses and people and relatives, friends. But still their happiness is more than ours. The level cannot be compared. This is the reason, because we are of the nature of Anand. Anand is not outside in the object. It cannot be. It can give me temporary happiness. Temporary. But actual Anand is inside me. And that is why we feel it from time to time when we meditate, when we listen to a beautiful song, when we leave everything, when we leave all the other thoughts, when we are not identified to our body, mind, or intellect. At that time, we are happiest. बाहर की सिचुएशन जब बहुत हमें सीमित करे, हमें छोटा बनाए, हम उसको भी छोड़ देना चाहते हैं. It is only a proof that we are Anand Swarup in ourselves. So this was Satchit Anand. वेदांत वाक्येषु सदा रमन्तः भिक्षान्न मात्रेण तुष्टिमन्तः अशोकवन्तः करुणैकवन्तः कौपीनवन्तः खलु भाग्यवन्तः. कौपीन पंचकम. There's one stotram written by Bhashikaji. In that he does not need anything outside. All the wealth is inside us, and we are going outside. We want to search outside. मोको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदे, मैं तो तेरे पास हूँ. Until and unless the search for happiness outside stops, there's a full stop, we won't be at rest. हम लोगों को जैसे अभी स्वामी जी का चल रहा है ना यज्ञ, वहां उन्होंने भी यही बोला था कल या परसों शायद, we have to come to some destination. बहुत भागे जा रहे हैं, भागे जा रहे हैं, भागे जा रहे हैं. जब तक हमारा रेस्ट में फुल स्टॉप हमारे जीवन में नहीं लगेगा तब तक हमें आराम नहीं आएगा. हमारी इच्छाओं पे फुल स्टॉप लगाना चाहिए हमें. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि हम सब कुछ छोड़ दें. मेंटली, मानसिक रूप से हमारा आलंबन वहां पे नहीं होना चाहिए. We should not crave for it physically. If we are inside it physically, it may or may not be, it should not affect my inner happiness, inner fulfillment, and inner joy, inner sense of being, inner balance. I should not lose that. होता रहे, बाहर की चीजें होती रहे, बाहर की चीजें कभी आती हैं कभी जाती हैं, चलता रहे, उससे मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ना चाहिए. कि आनंद स्वरूप मेरा ही है. सन, सन मीन्स बीइंग सो, इट इज अ वर्ब. सच्चिदानंद स्वरूप सन यस तिष्ठति स आत्मा. जिसका नेचर सच्चिदानंद स्वरूप है वही आत्मा है. वी कंक्लूड हियर. तो आत्मा क्या है? जो स्थूल सूक्ष्म कारण शरीर नहीं है, जो कि 5 कोश नहीं है, जो कि अवस्थात्रय की साक्षी है, और जो सच्चित आनंद स्वरूप है, दैट इज कॉल्ड आत्मा. रिवाइज करेगा, हम लोग कल मिलेंगे 8 से 9.
अम्मा अवस्था साक्षी अवस्थात्रय क्या बोले आपने? वो जैसे सूक्ष्म स्थूल कारण नहीं है, पंचकोश नहीं है,
अवस्थात्रय का साक्षी है.
अच्छा, साक्षी है,
विटनेस. वो नहीं जा रहा है, वो नहीं जा रहा है उनमें से, पर वो तीनों जो अवस्थाएं हैं वो उसके ऊपर भाषित हो रही है. Tell me which example I had given last time to explain this. कौन बताएगा? मैंने पिछली बार अवस्थात्रय साक्षी को कौन सा एग्जाम्पल से समझाया था? जल्दी जल्दी. मूवी एंड स्क्रीन. याद आया? वो साक्षी है. स्क्रीन, मूवी के एक एक सीन्स उस पे से जा रहे हैं. इट इज नॉट अफेक्टिंग दैट स्क्रीन. बहुत बारिश हो रही है मूवी में, सीन में, उस स्क्रीन में एक लेश मात्र भी उसमें गीलापन नहीं आया. इट्स नॉट बाय एन आयोटा आल्सो, इट्स नॉट वेट. उसमें आग लग गई, ऐसा नहीं हुआ कि स्क्रीन स्टार्टेड बर्निंग. इट इज अ साक्षी. और लास्ट में क्या हुआ, जब मूवी खत्म हो गई, द एंड लिखा हुआ रहता है, उसमें इस समय क्या हुआ, पूरे जो स्क्रीन था एकदम व्हाइट हो गया. उसमें कुछ भी ऐसा नहीं है कि उसका दाग रह गया हो मूवी का. दिस इज कॉल्ड साक्षी. All the scenes like they are passing on the screen, they're moving on the screen. Similarly, these three avasthas are also moving on I, aham. That is a sakshi. I am not in that. It is on me. ठीक है? Any other
अम्मा,
question? हाँ
अम्मा, एक क्वेश्चन था।
हाँ
क्वेश्चन ये था, आनंद के विषय में था।
हाँ
So, like the anand, the joy which we see, which we get from outside situation, we think that it is our joy, but we don't understand the inner joy जो हम लोग के अंदर में आनंद है। तो ये आनंद को कैसे एक्सपीरियंस किया जा सकता है? दूसरा चीज है, जैसे अगर मैं अभी बीमार हूँ तो मुझे कष्ट हो रहा है, तब मैं कैसे अपने आप को समझाऊं कि मैं आनंद में हूँ?
हाँ हमारा तुम ये सोचो उस समय कि तुमको आनंद की आपका एक्सपीरियंस क्यों नहीं हो रहा है, क्योंकि तुम्हारा शरीर के साथ में जब तक आइडेंटिफिकेशन रहेगा वो शरीर का पेन जो है तुमको फील होगा, और इतना आसान नहीं है शरीर के साथ में आइडेंटिफिकेशन को दूर करना। तब तुम्हें बार बार जैसे तुम आइडेंटिफाइड हो गए हो इस शरीर से, कैसे सोचिए कि मैं सुप्रतिम हूँ, मैं सुप्रतिम हूँ, मैं मतलब शरीर सुप्रतिम है, शरीर उसको बार बार देखो कि मैं नहीं हूँ, ये शरीर शरीर का है, मैं नहीं हूँ ये शरीर। शरीर का जितना प्रारब्ध है, शरीर का जितना भोग है वो शरीर को मिलेगा। आई एम नॉट दैट। अगर पेन हो रहा है उस पेन को से अपने आप को, अपने मन को हटाओ, दूर करो। जब हमारा मन कहीं और लग जाता है, हाँ जब हमारा मन कहीं पे और आइडेंटिफाइड होता है, हम लोग अपने दुख को भूल जाते हैं। हम बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि हम लोग बहुत काम में व्यस्त हैं, पैर में लग गई है, कट गया है, खून निकल रहा है। मेरी माँ के साथ भी ऐसा हुआ था एक बार। वो काइनेटिक चला के जा रहे थे, उनके पैर में लग गया, पूरा साड़ी पेटीकोट सब कुछ पूरा ब्लड से पूरा भर गया था। वो अपने क्लिनिक पहुंची, वहां पे गई ऊपर, सब कुछ जब वो वहां पे पैर रखा तो उन्होंने देखा अपने शूज पूरा गीला गीला है। तो ऐसे मेरे सैंडल्स गीले कैसे हो गए? उन्होंने देखा इट वाज फुल ऑफ ब्लड। पर वो इतना ज्यादा, और फिर जब उन्होंने देखा तब उनको पेन शुरू हुआ। तब तक क्योंकि उनका आइडेंटिफिकेशन नहीं था, उनका आइडेंटिफिकेशन ड्राइविंग पे था, उनका आइडेंटिफिकेशन वहां पहुंचना है पे था, उनका आइडेंटिफिकेशन था कौन कौन पेशेंट्स खड़े हैं वहां पे, मुझे जाना है, बात करनी, ये करना है, वो करना है। तब तक उनका आइडेंटिफिकेशन इधर से था ही नहीं। सो हमारे साथ में संसार में भी ये चीज होती है। अब तुम ही देखो अपने लिए ही, जब तुम गाना गाते हो, जब तुम कोई कंपोज करते हो, जब तुम्हारा मन कहीं पे म्यूजिक में लगा हुआ है, यू फॉरगेट एवरीथिंग। वो आइंस्टाइन या न्यूटन के साथ हुआ था ना, अंडा बॉईल करने की जगह पे घड़ी बॉईल कर दी थी। हमारे जब यहाँ पे ही होता है ये सारी चीजें, कि हमारा जहाँ पे आइडेंटिफिकेशन है वहां पे हम लोग फील करते हैं, बाकी नहीं है तो भूल जाते हैं। वैसे यहाँ पे भी इफ वी प्रैक्टिस दिस, कि मेरा बॉडी आइडेंटिफिकेशन नहीं होगा, मेरा माइंड के साथ मेरा आइडेंटिफिकेशन नहीं होगा, मेरे इंटेलेक्ट के साथ में, अहंकार के साथ मेरा आइडेंटिफिकेशन नहीं होगा, कोई भी कुछ भी बोले फिर मुझे खराब नहीं लगेगा, शरीर में कुछ भी हो लगेगा हाँ ये शरीर का प्रारब्ध है, जब तक है तब तक होगा, अपने आप पास हो जाएगा। इससे ये कर करके प्रैक्टिस कर करके ही कई संत लोग, जो रमन महर्षि के साथ में, उन्होंने अपना ऑपरेशन करवाया था विदाउट एनेस्थेशिया। अगर वो करवा सकते हैं तो फिर हम क्यों नहीं? बॉडी तो और माइंड तो सबका एक ही है। प्रैक्टिस कर करके वो लोग उस स्टेट को रीच कर जाते हैं, that they control their mind completely, they can control the mind। उनका आइडेंटिफिकेशन वो पूरी तरह से ब्लॉक कर देते हैं, शरीर के साथ मेरा कुछ है ही नहीं। पर क्योंकि हमको वो एक्सपीरियंस अभी नहीं है तो हम लोग को लगेगा कि ये बहुत फ्लावरी या फिर ऐसी चीजें बता रही है अम्मा, ये ऐसे तो सब हो नहीं सकता है। पर ये चीजें दूसरों ने एक्सपीरियंस की हुई है, दे एक्सपीरियंस सच थिंग्स, और इसीलिए हम भी कर सकते हैं उस चीज को। धीरे धीरे करके प्रैक्टिस करना होगा, एकदम से नहीं आएगा। स्टार्ट दिस आइडेंटिफाइंग, और उसके लिए आइडेंटिफाई करो तुम कौन हो। तुम ये आत्मा हो, तुम शरीर नहीं हो। जब बहुत पेन होगा अपने आप को, क्योंकि हाँ ये शरीर, सिर दुख रहा है, पेट दुख रहा है, पैर दुख रहा है, वो शरीर का पेन है, मेरा नहीं है, मेरा नहीं है। कीप योर सेल्फ इन हाई स्पिरिट्स, अपना स्पिरिट को डाउन मत होने दो कि हाँ ये शरीर के साथ में है, जब तक इसका प्रारब्ध चला जाएगा चला जाए, सिचुएशन बाहर खराब है, चली जाएगी परिस्थिति, मैं उसमें ना गिरूं। जब हम उस सिचुएशन में गिर जाते हैं, उस सिचुएशन को हम बहुत पास से देख रहे हैं, तब हम उसमें डिसीजन ठीक ठाक ले नहीं पाते हैं। इसलिए ऊपर उठा अपने मन को, उस बॉडी से, उस सिचुएशन से हम ऊपर उठ के देखेंगे तो हमारा व्यू जो है, बृहद एक दृष्टिकोण हमारा बनेगा, व्यू जो है हमारा थोड़ा बड़ा बन जाएगा। सिर्फ बड़ी चीज से आइडेंटिफाई करो, छोटी छोटी चीजों से नहीं। ये पंचभूत का शरीर बना हुआ है, पंचभूत के साथ में जो भी प्रारब्ध लगा हो पंचभूत के ही पास में जाएगा, पंचभूत का ही होगा। मेरा इसमें कुछ भी रिलेशनशिप नहीं है, मैं हूं ही नहीं शरीर, तो मेरा ना शरीर है ना शरीर का पेन है। देखो मैं बोल रही हूँ, ये बोलना सब मेरे लिए बहुत आसान है, करना कठिन है, पर डिफिकल्ट है, पर होता है। और जब तुमको भगवान ने ये दिया हुआ है, ये मौका दिया हुआ है, इसको प्रैक्टिस करो। स्टार्ट दिस आइडेंटिफाइंग, मैं शरीर नहीं हूँ, मेरा पेन नहीं है, शरीर का पेन है। मेरे अंदर पेन हो ही नहीं, अब भी बोला अम्मा ने आनंद स्वरूप हूं मैं, तो मेरा दुख स्वरूप कैसे हो सकता है? तो शरीर का है। पारिशेषात न्याय से अब भी हमने देखा कि आनंद स्वरूप हूं मैं। करोड़ों जन्मों लिए हैं हमने, करोड़ों जन्मों से हम ये प्रैक्टिस करते आए हैं कि ये शरीर मैं हूं। इतने आसानी से कैसे छूटेगा बोलो? इसलिए प्रैक्टिस कर करके मेडिटेशन करके, बहुत अच्छा भगवान ने तुमको मौका दिया है, इसी चीज को प्रैक्टिस करो। खुद को देखो, ये शरीर मेरा नहीं रहेगा, कुछ दिनों बाद ही यहाँ पे नीचे पड़ा रहेगा, खुद का ही खुद को देखो। सुबह मेडिटेशन हम सबको करना चाहिए, डिसआइडेंटिफाई अपने आप होने लगेगा। मैं इतना इंपॉर्टेंस देती हूँ अपने शरीर को, पड़ा हुआ है नीचे, आज जलाने के लिए लेके जा रहे हैं लोग, खत्म हो जाएगा जल के भून के। कल स्वामी जी क्या बोल रहे थे, बैंगन का भरता, भरता बनाते, हमारा भरता बनेगा, रोस्ट करते हैं, हम भी रोस्ट होंगे। इसलिए डिसआइडेंटिफाई, ये प्रैक्टिस से आएगा, अभ्यास अभ्यास।
और अम्मा मेंटली डिसआइडेंटिफाई कैसे करें? जैसे अगर
मेंटली
कोई
तो, मेंटली से ही तो फिजिकल होगा, मन से ही तो सब
हम्म,
होता है।
हम्म,
स्टार्टिंग तो मन से ही करना होगा ना। माइंड का जॉय और सॉरो मेरा नहीं है, किसका है? माइंड का है, मेरा नहीं है। परिस्थिति का है, परिस्थिति मुझे दे रही है, नहीं मेरा नहीं हो सकता है। मेरा क्या
और अगर
स्वरूप
कोई
है? आनंद स्वरूप है।
ओके, मतलब ये एफर्मेशंस बार बार
बार
देना
बार
पड़ेगा।
बार बार बार। और जब माइंड बोलेगा हाँ ये बोलना आसान है, देखो मैं तुमको चिमटी तुम बोल रहे हो ना कि शरीर नहीं हो, जोर से मैं चिमटी लूंगी, तुम आ करोगे तब बोलना कि तुम शरीर नहीं हो। क्वेश्चन नहीं आता ऐसा? वो जो
आता है।
तुमको दर्द हुआ है, वो भी तो एट द रेल्म ऑफ माइंड, एट द रेल्म ऑफ नॉट आई है, वो तो एक्सपीरियंस होगा ही। वो जो थॉट लेवल में आया, वो थॉट जब मुझे पिंच किया तुमने, मुझे दर्द हुआ, दैट इज ऑल्सो एट द लेवल ऑफ नॉट आई, एट द लेवल ऑफ थॉट। तो पंच महाभूत के लेवल पे सारी चीजों के साथ में एक दूसरे से आइडेंटिफाइड है। हमको उस नॉट आई से आई को डिफ्रेंशिएट करना है। मैं वो अहम नहीं, मैं वो आत्मा नहीं, सॉरी मैं वो नॉट आई नहीं हूँ, अनात्मा नहीं हूँ। तो शरीर, उसके एक्सपीरियंसेस, पंच महाभूत, गुण, इंटेलेक्ट, बुद्धि के लेवल का सर्कमस्टांसेस, बाहर के सुख दुख, सब कुछ नॉट आई में आता है। अपने आप को डिफ्रेंशिएट करो, मेरा वो नेचर है ही नहीं, मानसिक है ये सब खेल, बाहर से नहीं करना है ये सब कुछ। ये सब कुछ मेंटल, एट द लेवल ऑफ माइंड। बाहर हम काम करें, खूब काम करें, पुरुषार्थ करें, खूब जो भी चीज करना है आगे बढ़े, परफेक्शन से पूरा काम करें, जो भी हमारा एम है उसको लें, उसके लिए काम करें, पर अंदर से डिटैच होके, ताकि वो चीज हमें परेशान ना करे। अंदर से जानते रहे हम कि क्या सत्य है क्या मिथ्या है। क्वेश्चन यहीं से शुरू हुआ था। आत्मा सत्य। हाँ
सॉरी आपको डिस्टर्ब दिया। ये अगर हम लोग का, जब हम लोग एम्बिशंस होते हैं और एम्बिशियस होके जब हम वो काम करते हैं, a lot of time हम लोग उसी एम्बिशियस से आसक्त हो जाते हैं, we get attached to it very easily। तो ये इतना डिफरेंशिएट हमेशा करते करते रहने के लिए वो क्या करना पड़ेगा, हमेशा अपने आप को रिपीट करना पड़ेगा कि नहीं ये आई एम नॉट
देखो,
दिस,
दो
आई एम नॉट दिस।
एम्बिशंस होते हैं। एक एम्बिशन होता है रिलेटेड टू वर्ल्ड, दैट इज टेम्पररी, और एक एम्बिशन होता है हमारा परमानेंट एम्बिशन, जो हमारा ज्ञान है, जो हमारा आत्मस्वरूप है, उसको जानना, भक्ति है, भगवान को पाना, ये सब हमारा परमानेंट एम्बिशन में आता है। तो टेम्पररी एम्बिशन हमेशा दुखदाई होगा। दैट इज नॉट एन एम्बिशन सो कॉल्ड, इट इज सो कॉल्ड एम्बिशन, क्योंकि वो दैट इज ऑलवेज, दैट इज टेम्पररी, दैट विल कीप ऑन चेंजिंग। सपोज मैंने एक छोटा सा प्लॉट लिया, मुझे घर बनाना है, मैंने प्लॉट लिया, मेरे प्लॉट लेने के बाद में मेरा एम्बिशन खत्म नहीं होगा। मुझे लगेगा कि मैं घर बनाऊं, घर बनाने के बाद मेरा एम्बिशन कंप्लीट नहीं होगा, मुझे लगेगा कि मैं थोड़ा सा और इसको बढ़ाऊं, बढ़ाने के बाद मुझे कंप्लीट नहीं होगा, मुझे लगेगा कि मैं अकेली कैसे रहूं, मैं शादी करूं फटाफट। एक के बाद एक के बाद एक के बाद एक क्या होता है, हमारे एम्बिशन, टेम्पररी एम्बिशन जो है वो चेंज होते रहते हैं, नॉट द परमानेंट वन। और इसीलिए ये वाले जो टेम्पररी एम्बिशन है, हमारे गोल्स हैं, वो हमें कभी भी फुलफिलमेंट नहीं देंगे, बिकॉज दे आर चेंजिंग। एनीथिंग चेंजिंग कैन नॉट गिव यू फुलफिलमेंट एंड सेटिस्फैक्शन फॉर अ लॉन्ग टाइम। That is why you have to have a permanent goal in your life, and that cannot be of the world, because world is changing. और जैसे ही तुम आइडेंटिफाई यहाँ पे होगे, wherever you are identified, sorrow will come behind you. Address of sorrow is identification only. मुझे सबसे ज्यादा परेशानी मेरे बच्चे से होती है, पड़ोसी के बच्चे से नहीं होती। क्यों? क्योंकि मेरा वहां आइडेंटिफिकेशन है। पड़ोसी का बच्चा फेल हो रहा हो, पास हो रहा हो, कहीं जा रहा हो, कहीं नहीं जा रहा हो, कुछ भी कर रहा हो, आई एम नॉट एट ऑल वरीड अबाउट दैट। तो मेरा वाला क्या कर रहा है? जहां से भी हम आइडेंटिफिकेशन रखेंगे होंगे, वहां पे हमारा, हम एड्रेस दे देते हैं उसको, सॉरो कम 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 कम, आई एम आइडेंटिफाइड टू। जॉय में भी थोड़े दिनों के लिए जॉय के पीछे सॉरो ही है, आनंद के पीछे संसारिक बोल रही। इसे वहां से भी मेंटली हमको हर जगह पे ये मेंटल एक्सरसाइज करते रहना चाहिए। हम खूब काम करें, एक्सपेक्टेशन लेस। वहां पे हमें दुख नहीं होना चाहिए अगर हमको बाहर में कुछ सफलता नहीं मिली। देयर आर सो मेनी फैक्टर्स फॉर योर सक्सेस और सक्सेस, बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स है। Not necessary that everybody who is working hard will get whatever he wants. It depends. ठीक है, तो इस तरह से डिसआइडेंटिफाई करते रहना चाहिए हम लोग।
ओके अम्मा,
खत्म करें? ठीक है। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।